Hi, my name is Mark. I'm an incubation engineer here at GitLab, and this is the Service Desk Single Engineer Group May Showcase. I know, it's been a while. We had holiday season in Germany, and I also took some time off, so I think we have a few things to discuss. We had a bug in native attachments for Service Desk, and this has been fixed and shipped in GitLab 16.0. The Service Desk email had the wrong content type when you used a new node template for Service Desk and added an attachment to a comment. We also worked together on adding 2 new placeholders for Service Desk issue templates and updated the docs accordingly. Now we have issue description, which prints the complete description of the newly created issue, and issue URL, which prints the URL for the newly created issue. This works in both thank you email and new node email. So my current focus is custom email addresses for Service Desk. As a first iteration, I work on delivering a mode where the administrators set up email forwarding from the custom email address to the configured GitLab incoming email address, and on the other hand provide SMTP credentials so that we can send Service Desk emails from that mailbox. I already mentioned all the emails that are needed for verification to work properly, and all the verification emails have been merged now. So the verification triggered email, the verification result email, and the actual verification email. Additionally, the verification state machine has been merged. We save the state of the verification to the database and use a state machine to move it from one state to another. For instance, we only want to have a verification token in the started state and not when it's finished or when it failed. Additionally, verification create service and update services have been merged. This is the logic part of the custom email verification. The create service tries to send the verification email and adds the database record we use to keep track of the verification state. The update service then takes the ingested verification email and checks whether the token matches, the form address is the same as the expected one, and the email has been received in the defined time frame. We do this to ensure the mailbox supports all the features we need to check that the email forwarding has been configured correctly and to verify ownership. There's a last bit missing. We need to call the update service when the verification email has been ingested, so I'm planning to deliver this shortly. Next, I'd like to talk about email ingestion in general. GitLab users can submit new issues and comments via email. Administrators configure special mailboxes that GitLab pulls on a regular basis and fetches new unread emails. Based on the slug and the hash in the sub-addressing part of the email address, we determine whether this email will file an issue, add a Service Desk issue, or a comment to an existing issue. Right now, emails are ingested by a separate process called mailroom. We offer 2 delivery methods that push fetched emails from that separate process to the GitLab backend. The webhook delivery method is the currently recommended setup. Mailroom posts the email to an internal API endpoint that selects the correct handler worker and schedules it for execution. The Sidekick delivery method directly adds emails to the Redis queue that Sidekick uses to manage jobs. It has been deprecated since GitLab 16.0 for many reasons. I added a deprecation note with more background information and a guide on what administrators should do now. A multi-node setup is where GitLab is run across multiple servers. For those setups with the Linux package Omnibus installations, we recommend running email ingestion only on one node. We added an extensive documentation section that walks administrators through the steps and configuration options. In one of the previous videos, I talked about a proposal to replace the separate email ingestion process with an internal Sidekick job. I recently added a merge request for a first version of an architecture blueprint, which is still in review and not yet published. This design document is part of the architecture evolution workflow, which we use to push forward bigger architecture changes and improvements. In this document, I walk you through the email ingestion in general, the current setup with the 2 delivery methods, and our motivation to have a scalable solution that will also allow custom email address ingestion. In the second part of the document, you can explore the proposed solution and the execution plan. We still need to discuss some details, and I will add a few review suggestions in the next couple of days. We already have great AI experiments in our software, and we don't want to stop here. So we are also thinking about where AI or machine learning in general can help in the service desk space. We currently investigate in finding similar issues or work items. A possible approach is that a GitLab bot user will add an internal comment with a list of related or similar issues or work items. That's very useful for projects with a lot of work items. You can easily connect related work items and even find duplicates. In the context of Service Desk, you could also find similar Service Desk issues or related work items from your issue tracker. We also have an internal use case for our support ops team. We currently explore content-based recommendation and can probably use parts of our custom model Tanuki Stan that auto-labels issues in a scheduled pipeline. We'll also test using embeddings of issue content where we compute the vector distance of the issues and an input and select the issues that are nearest to the input. I'll dig deeper into this in the following weeks and discuss details with the AI teams. So my goals for the rest of the current month: I'd like to discuss custom email settings page with product design, and I'd like to dig deeper into finding similar issues. That's it for today. Take care and see you soon.